Hello everyone, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed my first video, which is Java introduction and setting the path installation. If you like it, please subscribe to my channel. My channel name is Happy Tech Trainings. So, as we discussed yesterday, today we are going to compare Java with other technologies. So yesterday we have seen what is the internal process happening in Java, right? So what is the internal process happening in Java? In Java, so we'll have a .java file. This is my .java file, and then when we compile, then we'll have a .class file. This is .class file. So after compilation, this is the output. So what is this .class file, which is in bytecode? So the next is when you run it. So this bytecode we are giving it for running. So to whom we are giving to run? So we are giving JRE, Java Runtime Environment. We are giving JRE, Java Runtime Environment. So yesterday we have done the Java command, right? So that is Java Runtime Environment. So yesterday we have seen Java C command, right? Java C command is compilation. So here when we run Java, we have given that is Java Runtime Environment. So this Java, so .class file we have given for running it. So this bytecode is the input, then we got the output, right? So this is the flow in Java. So let us compare this with other technologies like C, C++. So this is Java. So this is C++, C. So in C++, we'll compose a program and save it as .c++, .cpp, right, or .c. So once you compile it, so what happens? It will generate a .exe file. So this will be in the format machine understandable code. Machine understandable code. For example, you have compiled it in Windows, then it will create a .exe file which will understand by Windows. If you compile in Mac, it will create a .exe file which it will understand by Mac. If you compile it in C++, then it will create a exe file which will understand by Linux. So like this, it is machine understandable code. So then when you run it, so we have to give the exe file. So this machine understandable code will prompt the output. So here, if you see here, so whatever we have compiled in Windows, so this exe file will not work in other operating systems. So if you compile a application which will generate exe files, that if you try it within other operating systems, it will not work. So this is the biggest drawback in C, C++ languages. So whatever the output is there, right, after compilation, so this output is platform dependent. This is platform dependent. So this is platform dependent. So here if you see in Java, so we'll compare again how Java works. Now .java file is there, we have generated a .class file. So this part is we have done in Windows. Let's say we have done it in Windows. So this Windows .class file we have shipped to Linux. So in the Linux, what happens? So this in the Linux also we will be installing Java. So for Linux installation, the JRE will be Linux JRE. So when you install Windows, it will be Windows JRE. When you install Linux, Java, when you install in Linux, it will be JRE will be Linux based. So Linux JRE will take this bytecode. JRE will understand the bytecode. It does not understand anything else. So JRE will take the bytecode and then it will try to intercept and then give the output. So here JRE is because every installation on each machine, it is having different flavor. That's the reason this bytecode, wherever you compile it, you give the bytecode to JRE, then it will understand. See here the difference is this exe file is completely dependent. So here it is not completely dependent. So this gives us the platform independent. Platform independent. So this is the biggest feature which made Java very popular. Let us see one more time, okay? So this is my computer which is having operating system as Windows OS. So here I have Java installed. Here I have Java installed. So this Java, inside this JRE is there. This JRE is for Windows. So here I have one more machine, so which is of type Linux. So here also there is a JRE. So here I have installed Java. So in this, again, when you install Java, we will get .java file, right? That is, so this JRE is there. JRE is Java runtime environment. This is for Windows Linux. So so if you take this, right, so here we have composed some Java programs and then we have compiled it. We got .class files. Yesterday we have seen when you compile a .java file, we will get the .class files. So this .class file we can run it. So this, for this JRE will give. So this JRE will convert this into a machine understandable form of Windows operating system. See, finally operating system only will process it and give the output, right? So this JRE will convert this .class files to the Windows machine understandable language and give it to the processor. Then processor will execute it. Whereas here this .class, the same .class file I have given bytecode. This JRE will convert the bytecode into the machine understandable code of Linux. This will understand, Linux will understand, then it will give the output. So here main important thing is what we notice is Java platform independent. How are we achieving? It is because of only JRE. JRE is not platform independent. When you install JRE, JRE is dependent to operating system, for that particular operating system. So this is the main booster for Java to become very popular. So other features, so Java is object oriented, so Java is fast, so all the stuffs are there. Java, so it has inbuilt memory management, so garbage collection, all those things will be seeing in the future videos. So if you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. So by that I can share more